Even after an IME, you could still reach a settlement in your workers' comp case in Pennsylvania. Hi, my name's Eric Pearson, and I'm a founding partner here at Pearson Koutcher Law. You never have to face a workers' comp case alone. Check out our playlist linked below. What is an IME? So an IME is short for Independent Medical Evaluation, although there is nothing independent about it. This exam, otherwise known around here as the defense medical exam, is paid for by the insurance company and asks the doctor to examine you and then just give their opinion as to your condition and current state of employment. This doctor is not there to help you in any way get better or diagnose you, but simply rather just to give an opinion to the insurance company. How can an IME impact your workers' comp case? The IME can have significant impact on your benefits in a workers' compensation case. The independent medical eval, which is not independent, is what provides or can provide the insurance company with a defense to your claim. Therefore, if they receive an unfavorable opinion from their examining doctor, they can use that to either continue denying that you have any right to benefits whatsoever, or they could use it to take you into court and ask a judge to change or stop completely those benefits that you've been receiving. Do not ignore any petition that is filed by the insurance company. In fact, once you receive an IME report, you should contact an experienced workers' compensation lawyer who specializes in only these type of cases. How do you prepare for an IME? The insurance company will ask you to bring all sorts of records and reports and studies, which you really don't need to. All you're there to do is be examined. The insurance company, under the law, has the right to have you examined 2 times a year. A little known fact about independent medical evaluations is that the insurance company must provide free transportation to and from any exam that they schedule. Whether or not you can bring someone with you or even into the exam room with you depends on each case and the specifics of each case. That is why it's so important to have a workers' compensation specialist helping you. Following this exam, the doctor will issue a report, and whatever that doctor's opinions are will then be the basis for what the insurance company may or may not do in your case. The doctor is going to come to one of 3 conclusions typically. First could be that you are still fully unrecovered and you cannot work anywhere. Second could be that you are fully recovered and can go back to your regular job unrestricted. Or somewhere in the middle, that you're still suffering from the effects of an injury, but you have restrictions on your ability to return to work. Depending on one of those 3 opinions determines what the insurance company may or may not do to challenge your benefits. What happens after an IME? What happens after an IME depends on your case. There are 2 general cases under workers' comp, those where individuals or injured workers are collecting their benefits, and those where they are not yet. And we are in active litigation trying to prove their right to receive benefits. The doctor in an IME really has 3 opinions that he could provide. 1, that you're fully recovered and can do unrestricted work. 2, that you are still injured and cannot do any work whatsoever. Or somewhere in the middle, where the doctor feels that you're still injured, but you are able to work in some capacity and places restrictions on you. If you are in the category where we are seeking to get you benefits still, and the doctor provides 2 out of 3 of those opinions, either that you are unrecovered and cannot work unrestricted, or even that you are hurt but need restrictions, the employer and their insurance company must pick up your claim. If the doctor gives the first opinion that you are fully recovered and do not need any restrictions, and we are still fighting for your benefits, the insurance company can continue to deny them, and we would still fight for those. In the other category, where someone is already getting their benefits, if a doctor says that they are still unresolved, unrecovered, and can't go back unrestricted, those benefits must continue. If a doctor says that you are fully recovered and can go back unrestricted duty, then the insurance company can file what's called a termination petition, seeking the permission of the court to stop having to pay your benefits. If the doctor gives the middle opinion that there's something you can do, then if the employer has a job within those restrictions, they must offer it. If they do not, then they must continue paying you at your full wage loss rate. Can you still reach a settlement after an IME? Of course you can. In fact, in our practice, most settlements occur after an IME has happened. Don't let anyone tell you your case is over, especially the insurance company, after an unfavorable IME. With the right workers' comp lawyer, you can still have a favorable outcome no matter what happens after the IME. How can a workers' comp lawyer help after an IME? A workers' comp lawyer sees and reviews these IME reports all the time and knows what is important in them, what can be challenged, and how to deal with them much more expertly than an injured worker on their own. One of the most important functions of having a workers' comp lawyer is that they are able to point out and fight any biases or wrong information or misstatements in those reports. How do you challenge an IME report? You only need to challenge an IME report if the insurance company uses it to try to change or modify your benefit status. If the insurance company just sits on the report or doesn't file a petition after the IME report comes out, there's nothing to challenge. If, however, they file any sort of petition to the court to try to challenge your right to your benefits, you definitely should contact a workers' compensation lawyer immediately.